Hello, my name is Taj Pollard, and I'm a Mellon undergraduate curatorial fellow in the Modern and Contemporary Art Department at the Art Institute of Chicago. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I recently graduated from the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design with a BFA in New Studio Practice Fine Arts. While I'm currently an independent curator, I'm also a printmaking artist, founder, and member of the artist collective Fish, and writer. During my fellowship, I had the pleasure of being mentored by Associate Curator Robin Farrell and Collections Manager Jay Dandy. During the fellowship, I worked on several projects within the department, researching artists whose predominantly in time-based media work centers counterculture and discourses in cultural property and identity. Our cohort also attended several gallery talks, library trainings, and group field trips, including Expo Chicago, the Smart Museum, and the Block Museum. Among the projects conducted were justification texts, object labels, department committee updates, and a gallery talk where I discussed Kerry James Marshall's Africa Restored, Cheryl as Cleopatra. This research justified so many of my personal and professional interests in public programming and how pluralizing history within large institutions like the museum positively contribute to pedagogical missions for cultivating collaborative spaces. I also shadowed conservation and science as someone interested in developing those skills alongside my curatorial practice. Throughout my fellowship experience, there were three projects that I found the most impactful for my goals in my career going forward. The acquisition of Amy Siegel's 2021 film Asterisms, Ikshan Adams' current exhibition on View Desire Lines, and my gallery talk on Kerry James Marshall's Africa Restored, Cheryl as Cleopatra. All three bodies of work offer a contemplative experience for their audiences, which allow critical conversations around visual and material culture and how the artist defines the self apart from or as a sum of culture when considering those things. In Amy Siegel's 2021 film Asterisms, she investigates labor and landscape on a geological scale and traces and performs the contrasts of value and cultural ownership as they're observed in the United Arab Emirates. Ikshan Adams, a South African queer and Sufi Muslim artist, demonstrates similar themes of displacement and discovering the self while navigating structures of class and wealth. His work demonstrates the unofficial paths that an individual takes to arrive at a desired destination, while journeying through a community that is cultivated by apartheid. Both artists' works differ in context, but offer fresh artistic narratives on identity, class, and community that diversify museum collections and critical conversations due to their complexity. Finally, my gallery talk on Kerry James Marshall's Africa Restored, Cheryl as Cleopatra, revisits these themes covered in Siegel's Asterisms and Adams' exhibition Desire Lines, how material culture and visual aesthetics can facilitate community. However, I was most interested in how Marshall's work differs, simultaneously creating and dissolving discourse by creating a piece that is strong in aesthetics and visual history that challenges its audiences to consider nuance in what conversations the court creates concerning representation, especially artists of the Black diaspora in this case. These three bodies of works aim to make these shifts by supporting the idea of a collaborative space as a space in which the artwork is regenerative in its ability to call for introspection and foster community, where museum goers galvanize a sense of familiarity within the institutions that aim to represent or appeal to them. In conclusion, my fellowship experience has informed much of my philosophical and art historical research as I continue with my interest in curating, archiving, designing, and writing for the arts. Although the pandemic altered the course of the program, I value all of the information and professionals that I've encountered and will value those foundational experiences as I continue to cultivate and foster positive collaborations and inclusive spaces between artists, the public, and art institutions like the Artists Institute of Chicago throughout my academic career as a student and as a working artist and curator. Thank you very much for listening.